What is up, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood web war fanatic, and I just got a super duper quick update video for you guys. If you guys did not see, Villain Theory, another Marvel Champions content creator, had the pleasure of revealing 2 new cards from the Nightcrawler hero pack. Please go check out his video and show him some support. If you guys have not seen the video, what are you guys doing? I mean, he is super duper awesome, and he already analyzed the cards, and he has a great analysis video out here going through all the cards here. So I don't have to pull up any of the cards because he already did all the work. I'm just passing along the news. And yeah, let's just take a look at the cards. I'll put the link of his video in the description below here. Definitely go check that out for a full analysis of these cards. I'm just going to be basically giving my reaction on these cards here. And I am super duper excited. I am all ready for Nightcrawler that's coming out in September. Huge shouts to the Comic Vault for the Nightcrawler pop. Okay, so the first card that Villain Theory reviewed here is Day Tripper, which is Nightcrawler's identity-specific ally, which is super duper cool here. So she's a 2-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, and 2 hit points. Really, really amazing stats for being 2-cost, right? For a 2-cost ally, all we need is 1 thwart, 1 attack, and that's already considered very good. But she has 2/2, which is amazing. And then she has a response here. After Day Tripper enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a copy of Banff, and then add it to an enemy. Do 1 damage to each enemy with a copy of Banff attached. That is insane. So in case you guys don't know, this is the Banff card in Nightcrawler's kit. So it's a 0-cost upgrade you can attach to an enemy, max 1 per enemy. And as a hero interrupt defense, when an attached enemy attacks, you can discard this card, declare Nightcrawler the defender without exhausting him. So with that, the Banff works is it's pretty much a resource card for all of Nightcrawler's stuff. It's like an additional cost. So we take a look at Nightcrawler's cost. I don't need to look up anything because Villain Theory already put up all the cards in his analysis video. So for example, for like the Port and Punch, it's a 2-cost event. As a hero action attack, do 3 damage to enemy, do 3 damage to each enemy with Banff attached. For the Port Away, you can discard a copy of Banff from your hand to change forms and read your identity. For a Teleport drop, discard a copy of Banff from an enemy, do 8 damage to an enemy, and then stun it, right? So that's kind of Nightcrawler's gimmick. So with his hero ability here, and Villain Theory did an awesome job of already pulling up the hero cards here, right? He's providing such a huge service to the community with these analysis videos. But Nightcrawler here with his action, Rapid Teleportation, you can spend 1 resource of any type to return a copy of Banff from your discard pile back to your hand. But you got to spend a resource to do that. And in here's Alter Ego, you can search your deck for a copy of Banff and add to your hand, but only from your deck, right? Limit once per round. So Day Tripper is really cool with Nightcrawler because when she enters play and is not a hero spawn, so you can use it in Alter Ego or in hero form, you can search your deck and discard pile for a copy of Banff. So you can find wherever you need it the most, and you can attach the enemy straight away, right? So you don't need to spend a resource with Nightcrawler's hero ability to get the copy of Banff. You can get it straight into play here, with just paying the cost for Day Tripper, which is amazing. And you do 1 damage to each enemy with a copy of Banff attached. So at worst, if you play Day Tripper, you're just going to attach 1 Banff to enemy and do 1 damage, right? So 2 costs, 2 thwart, 2 attack, and 2 hit points to do 1 damage. That is super duper amazing, a really good ally. But at best, if you can attach Banff to multiple enemies, I mean, she's hitting like a crazy AoE, just like what she's doing in her photo there. And she's going to attack a bunch of enemies, just ping everyone for 1. So that could be a really cool minion wipe effect with her. And if you're playing like leadership and you can recur her, she may be able to do this thing like multiple times per turn and just do a bunch of AoE damage, which could be really cool. And then yeah, so that's his signature ally for Nightcrawler, which I think makes him even more powerful. He looks like he's gonna be super duper strong with his really cheap events and cheap cards. But Day Tripper, I think she's gonna add a lot of power for Nightcrawler, and she has a Mystic Shirt, which is really cool. And then the other card that Villain Theory reviewed for us is a 0-cost protection event called Come Get Me Bub. That is awesome. I love the Wolverine art here. Yeah, I mean, this is super duper cool. As a hero action, you can discard cards from the counter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you, and you can heal 3 damage from your identity and then give your identity a tough status card. So this is a really cool card. Villain Theory also put up the comparison here with Looking for Trouble, and it is the protection version of it. And I can't think of any other protection card right now that has plays with minions like Aggression does. But it's really cool that Protection got this, where you can mill the counter deck until you get a minion. So you get a minion engaged with you, which is kind of good, kind of bad, right? Depending on what hero that you're playing, right? It's good for Thor because you can draw cards. But you can heal 3 damage and you get a tough stats card. So the next time the enemy attacks you, the tough can probably block it unless the villain has piercing, but there's very few villains that have piercing. So you can block the attack with the tough, and the 3 damage that you healed, at worst, the minion would just attack you and do less than 3 damage because not a lot of minions have more than 3 attack, and this will completely block all of that out, and you get the advantage of getting a minion engaged with you, right? So if you're playing like Protection Thor, this card is huge to help Thor's survivability, giving him a tough stats card and giving him more life. Looking for Trouble is the aggression version of it, where it's a Thor activation. You move from the counter until you get a minion, put the minion in play, engage with you, and remove 3 that are from the main scheme. So Looking for Trouble, I used to like this card, but whenever I actually started to play with it, I really don't like this card at all because there's so many patrol minions in the more difficult scenarios, like the Kree Commando against Ronin, and then Venom Goblin also has a symbiote minion that can gain patrol if a symbiote environment is in play. So whenever I play Looking for Trouble, I get a patrol minion engaged with me, and I can no longer thwart the main scheme anymore because the patrol is preventing me from being able to thwart the main scheme because it's a thwart activation. So getting a patrol minion completely cuts out the Looking for Trouble, which in my opinion makes this card a lot less good. But the Come Get Me Bub, I mean, this card, not only is it very thematic with Wolverine, but I think that it actually, but I think it's a lot more powerful of a card than Looking for Trouble. And you don't only just get a heal 3 damage, right? You get a tough stats card as well. And in protection, that is huge because you don't have to flip down to Alter Ego. You can get a free heal essentially because it's a 0 cost event and getting a tough stats card. So super duper cool card. I think that this actually changes the entire protection aspect and gives it so much more versatility and life now, adding into survivability, allowing protection to not need to flip down to heal. So this is a really, really big card, and I'm super excited to play a lot of heroes here in protection, focusing around this card. I think this is a huge, huge review right here. If you guys have not seen Villain Theory's video, definitely go and check it out. I'm gonna put the link in the description here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think about these 2 cards here. Come Get Me Bub for protection aspect, and also Day Tripper for Nightcrawler's identity specific ally. This is just a short update video for anyone that has not seen Villain Theory's video, but definitely go check him out. And yeah, I am super excited here. We are getting Nightcrawler in a few weeks. I'll see you guys in the next video.